Hear me as you come into the chat. Put a green heart. Green hearts remind you to stay in your heart chakra. That's always a nice reminder. And green is a really nice color. It's very vibrant, very uplifting. Drop some green hearts, orange hearts, yellow hearts in the chat. If you come in the middle, then maybe you might have to be kind and rewind. Let's tap into this energy. Let's see what is going on. Holy Spirit, as we come into the chat, everybody tap in. What's good? Come on in. Hopefully, everybody's in a good vibration, high vibration. Hola. Reading the chat right now. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? Me y tú? Betty, good. Come on in, y'all. What's going on? Chosen God. Chosen by God Jackson. Peace be with you. Let's see. Lead with love. 111. XO Serena. Hey, beautiful. Hey, beautiful Michelle. Lovely shadows. Drop those hearts in the chat. It keeps the vibration so good, like no matter what comes out in the reading, it's like a beautiful shield of protection because we already know you're getting the synchronicities to come here, and somebody very well could try to crash our party. So every time you feel like that is the case, or maybe you don't want to feel it, just put a rocket in the chat, man, so the energy will go up. Peace be with you, CEOU31. Hey, how you doing? Talisha, Earth Angel Eagle 1, Goddess Queen Advisor Ness, Spiritual Court Summons all in session. Dropping the rockets and the hearts in the chat. Green hearts, yellow hearts, orange hearts, purple hearts, blue hearts. All those colors affect your mood, they really do. Isn't that nice to see that? If you just scroll through the chat, you see a whole bunch of hearts. Peace be with you. Peace be with you. What's up, Shamika Jackson? What's up, Shamika Jackson? Sagittarius. Shamika Jackson is a Sagittarius. I don't know why I just saw that in my mind's eye. You could be a fire sign. That's what's up. I just saw that in my mind's eye. And then the King of Wands came out. What's up with the King of Wands, y'all? King of Wands is fire sign energy, King of Wands is confident, leadership. It's a king's energy. It's somebody that's experienced the ego death, so they know what it's like to be amongst people and they can hold a high frequency. Even when they come in contact with people that are in their shadows, they use their fire properly and responsibly. It's an angel, an earth angel that knows how to use their fire responsibly, because we already know the dark side is no bueno. It's so interesting. This reminds me of the story of Shango by way of the Ifa folklore story, about Shango, the king who had all this fire. And one day he got so angry, he unalived a man. And he was so hurt that he had misused his abilities. I feel like he didn't know that he could get that angry, that he kind of self-initiated his own Eight of Swords hermit energy and he exiled himself. Like he literally called judgment down on himself. He felt so guilty and he went into the woods to live forever and he was never really found again. Now listen, Shango was very popular. Fire signs are the life of the party, honey. If you ain't never been in the presence of fire energy, you don't even know what life is. They're very spicy, like fire angels, fire children, okay? But when they get really, really angry, yeah. So Shango then made a commitment to the Most High God, who goes by many names in this particular story, Olodumare, and said, if you just give me another chance to use my power correctly, I promise you that I will absolutely, go within before I just impulsively use my anger. Because, Shango could call down thunder, thunder or strike the enemy down, strike them in their heart, That fire has to be used properly. The King of Wands is Leo energy also. When you're using your fire elements, drop some fire signs in the chart, drop some fireballs, some bombs, listen, when you're using that fire properly, the Sagittarius energy taps into the Leo energy and the Aries energy. It's like Aries is the head, Leo is the heart, Sagittarius is, You know, the actual fire, the archer, never missing their target when their heart is in alignment with their brain and heart coherence, like really making good decisions, not just out here like you get upset and you don't go through a proper protocol. You know, that's a lot of fire to have, and you should only use it when it's important. But to abuse your fire is only going to burn you in the end. And that is the story behind the Shango energy. Somebody drop a heart in the chat for the big King of Wands energy. King of Wands is also a leader too. Somebody that's confident, very well respected. There's somebody that lives by the rules because they know what it feels like to break the rules. And when that fire can't be put out, sometimes it can be a little reckless, you know? So it's like, yeah, it's instant fire. Yeah. Which is why they have a lot to learn by way of their water element and balancing the two. That's what temperance is really about, you know? 1 foot in the fire and 1 foot in the water. Water, I'm telling you, Cancerian energy, nurturing. You see the way the confirmation came out? Self-nurturing, controlling your energy, controlling your fire. 3 of Cups is like being able to hold a frequency so high that it just naturally transmutes shadows around you if it belongs to people that you come in contact with. Because the King of Wands, everybody wants to talk to the King of Wands. You got a lot of energy. You know, that star energy, you have to be able to hold a high frequency if you're in the presence of 3 million people by way of your nervous system, right? That's a lot of energy when you're empathic. And you got people that want to talk to you, touch you. You're the leader. You're a good example of what a leader is, right? So you got to be able to hold that frequency. People want to touch you. You know how it is. It's a lot of energy. Yeah. That's really what the star energy is. Don't fold. That star energy, you got to have enough light to sustain yourself. Just imagine 3 million people watching you. It's like, what? You better know who you are. Yeah, that's that star energy. That's why we have to go through some of those what feels like humiliation rituals, but quite literally, it's our higher self like whooping the shit out of us. You know, just as like a kind, brutal, deadly reminder. Like, remember what you came here to do? Yeah. Fire energy. Like, remember what you came here to do? The Hierophant. Like, what? You remember what you came here to do? Listen. Trying to tell you. Let's see what else is going on, Holy Spirit. Yeah, the tower. The tower is a good tower, though. It's the moment of realization. The tower is a good one. Celebrate the tower. You know? A good tower moment, y'all. Listen, a good tower moment where your nervous system is all shook up gives you a beautiful opportunity to just transmute it, just like that. This is a beautiful tower. We're no longer running from the towers, man. Okay, it's a tower. Oh my God. Oh, we're all shook up. Nervous system. Oh, okay. And then what? Because yeah, like we are naturally tapped into something that science didn't even know existed. Are you kidding? Nervous system. We need to call it the calming system. It's the balanced energy. Why do you think you had to go through all them damn battles to get to this point so you become the Queen of Swords? Yeah, where you can be in the presence of billions of people and you can still hold that frequency. Remember, you went into hermit, mastering yourself, going within. This was bigger than just isolation and staying in the house. No, this was like going within, talking to yourself, having the hard conversations. You had to take the Ace of Swords in with you. And every time you tried to deny yourself, the universe just kept sending you people that were just like you so you would get it. A simple reflection of what you were putting out. So you're like, damn, okay, let me break the mirror. Because the mirror will lie to your ass. It's made of glass and sand. Listen, okay. Queen of Swords. Yeah, that's what all this was about. The Hierophant. The Hierophant is a very calm energy. It gives monk. It gives master. It gives yin yang inspired energies that are balanced where the tower comes. And you're like, oh, what a good opportunity to just, maybe there's something I need to see. Yeah, this is what going with the flow looks like. I mean, be honest, y'all. Can we have a real conversation? You've been through so much. Okay, so now what? It's a tower. That's what all this molding and shaping was for. All that war ready energy was getting you ready to talk to billions of people around the world, move around. This planet is huge and there's enough space for everybody. You carry the frequency that is going to carry the ultimate frequency, which is peace, pristine love. Again, scientists didn't even know that this part of our DNA by way of frequency existed. It's nowhere documented. This is like ancient keys. You either have the keys or you don't. And if you're asking yourself if you have them, then you don't. You will know when you have them. And you'll throw your head back and look up at the sky and you'll laugh hysterically about all the pain you thought was real. It's giving Buddha. It's giving Buddha. That reminds me of a Buddha proverb. You know, Buddha says, I threw my head up and looked at the sky and he started laughing. If you look at the sky long enough, you're going to start to see shapes and faces and angels and energy by way of small little microscopic water drops that are not heavy enough to fall yet, also known as clouds. That's science. Okay. That's what a cloud is. Microscopic droplets of water that are not heavy enough to fall. Yeah. Gravity pull. Remember the gravity pull. That's what the universe just said. You are ascended masters. Somebody's going to download this into their spirit and create something that's never been seen before. That's the beautiful part about being a creator. Very authentic, never duplicated. Yeah, that's beautiful. Eternal, like evolution. Like it just keeps going. You know, once you know it keeps going, you just take a little pressure off yourself. And you just start to enjoy the ride. You're like, oh, it keeps going. Okay, then fine. I'll just go ahead and do what I need to do. What is this here? The Six of Wands, it's a victory. Six of Wands means you've gained a victory over your own heart coherence, connected to your carnal mind. That sometimes, you know, will lead you down places that are 3D driven, but you know, you see things from a higher perspective. You are the divine collective. Nobody can take this from us. This Three of Cups is a celebration. It's a nurturing energy. It's controlling your fire, knowing when to war with things and when things just call for you to observe it. Yeah, we ain't got to react to every damn thing. Look, you still got people out here with this Ten of Swords, child. We don't have to react to that. So what do we do about that? You know, a lot of people shake up. Oh my God, the Ten of Swords. Ultimate betrayal. Yeah. Okay. The Tower. Hey, pipe down. You. How many times have you had deja vus? How many times you need to do this before you're not shook it? In the famous words of Yeshua HaMashiach, oh Peter, he said, or was it Paul? One of the disciples. Oh ye of little faith, have you not learned anything? Yeshua was like, you've been walking with me for years and you still out here scared? Threw his left hand up and commanded the winds of death to reroute and transmute. And he commanded the water to be subsided. Yeah. Okay. That's real Christ consciousness. That is what we're doing. Four of Swords, Ten of Swords, and the Four of Swords. This is all about mental communication, verbal, silent, telepathic, meditating, praying. To pray is to ask, and to meditate is to receive. Empty yourself out, be vacant, be void, empty out your cup. That's Virgo energy. Be ye renewed by the renewing of your mind, but really it should go the renewing of a new way of thinking or thought process, if you want to include thought. For those of you that know thought portals, internal, mental, traveling the cerebral vortex, cortex, the grid within, right? That cerebral mind has to be tamed and redirected. Remember, it's carnal, it's physical. Yeah. That spiritual mind is where you want to be. You know, the physical body, you know, it wants what the world wants, you know, so you have to balance it. That physical and that spirit, It is your vessel though. So you are hosting your Holy Spirit. So be nice to your vessel, be nice to your house, clean up your house. Two of Swords, a decision needs to be made. A lot of people are at a fork in the road right now to keep going down the dark side, keep doing whatever they're doing, the spell work, the betrayal, yada, yada. But the Hierophant has since moved on and created a whole new world. Like literally. It's a multiverse of high vibrational people who are not only projecting out peace, love, and healing, but they're the most sought after. Everything that you've gone through up to this point is to get you ready to move around the world. Where the doulas at, spiritual doulas, praying over the babies in the womb, being a friend to the women that are giving birth, assuring that they prepare themselves in a very natural way. Yeah, we're the spiritual doulas. The spiritual doulas. Yeah. Where the herbologists at? Yeah, it's time. This is it. Everything you've gone through up to this point, this is time. So just do it. Just show up. Yeah, this is it. The Ace of Cups. The divine says it's like there's nothing that we can't do. In fact, we've already created a lot of what we're talking about right now by way of this high frequency, just by the thoughts, with all of us seeing it together. Because it's time. Ace of Cups, overflow. The Ace of Cups, let me tell you something. We need to normalize really breaking down the Ace of Cups. Okay. The Ace of Cups is like infinite water, eternal water. It's never exhausted. The Ace of Cups will never be exhausted. At least somebody turned down the cup from the creator, which I don't know who in their right mind would turn down the Ace of Cups if offered from the creator, source of all things. This is inexhaustible. Sacred knowledge. Look at the sun, radiant energy, raw energy. Look at the birds, seeing stuff from a higher perspective, soaring above. It's giving this is beneath me type energy. Yeah. So people are at a fork in the road, basically. The Two of Swords is like, what you gonna do? You gonna stay in this Ten of Swords energy, whatever you got going on? Are you going to come on over to this side? Because I feel like the window of opportunity, honestly, with the Tower has already subsided. It's been closed. The cycle has expired. Whatever this is, if there was a time in between time for people to go through this last retrograde or moon cycle or whatever is going on in the universe by way of what people subscribe to, this was the time to get it right. 2026 is really nice, y'all. It's the year of sovereignty. It's the year of individuality. It's the year of real authenticity. It's the year of truth. It's the year of the number one. There are no more false illusions appearing real, like quite literally. So whatever people want to do, this is a fork in the road. Two of Swords. I just heard, don't believe everything that you think. Shit. Woo, the Nine of Wands, the Wounded Warrior, guarding your energy, protective. Ten of Swords, yeah, people feel it. You can feel it in the air. You can feel it in the air. Yeah, you can. It's like the universe saying, what are you going to do? King of Pentacles energy. You're going to stay grounded. You're going to be nice in the earth. You're going to abide by these new spiritual laws. Yeah, Two of Cups, keep your hands to yourself type ass energy. That's so easy. Even a child can follow those instructions. Basically, keep your hands out of other people's energies unless they give you permission to be there. And if they give you permission to be there, then you've attracted them at a high level anyway. So it goes without saying that you can be in the presence of a high vibrational person. There really need not be any asking or permission. What's already been done in high frequency doesn't need to be said. So when you recognize that, you recognize it. That's like when I went out today and I was coming out of the gym and I seen this queen. She was like a gazelle. She was tall. She looked over. She read my frequency. I read her frequency. We both smiled in passing. I had my headphones on. She had her headphones on, but the frequency was there and it was high. I felt chills all over my body. And I know that I was reflecting that out genuinely. So that's what we got. And we created a big ball of beautiful energy in passing. That's the way it should be. Listen, the sun. You are the sun. Eternal sun. This is something that they didn't calculate, whoever they are. This is like a DNA strand that they didn't know even existed scientifically. They didn't even know that we had that. Their diseases don't even work on us. Cancer, all that. That stuff don't work. You're the real metaphysical people. You already know that every physical ailment stems from some type of violation of spiritual law. Usually it's guilt, self-guilt. For you are gods and goddesses of the highest God, mother and father. Within, the bride and groom, the sun, raw energy. Listen. Six of Cups, remember? That's why you keep having deja vu. Remember, Six of Cups is nostalgia, the past, retrograde. Retrograde. Four of Cups. Yeah, we've already missed the opportunities that we're going to miss. So now we're just in alignment with what it is we need to have. And so, yeah, all you can do now is just kind of breathe into it. Just accept that the Ace of Cups is here. I mean, there's nothing really that can change it. I don't know what this Ten of Swords is or why we need to even know about it. Let me ask my spirit guides, my higher self, why do I need to see that? Four of Pentacles, because you still got people holding on to a whole old nother narrative. But here's the catch. It's a demonic loop. We see it for educational purposes. We can use this as an example by way of the universe of what not to do. But ultimately, we're not in that shadow, whoever these people are. There's a choice that needs to be made. This Two of Swords is not coming from us. It's coming from the universe. The universe is like, you can keep doing whatever the hell you think you're doing. That's how you're going to spend your time on this planet. That's how you're going to validate your existence. Smells a little non-existent. I don't know who the hell will be waking up like, time to be dead today. Just walking in dead ways of being. Like, the universe is giving this ultimatum. Two of Swords is about choosing what you want to do. It's blind justice. It's blind faith. You know, oftentimes when we see the Fool card, we see somebody that appears to be foolish, but they're walking by faith, not by sight. Not with your two eyes, at least, right? And people think, oh, you got to be crazy. You going that way? How are you going to do that? And you're just like, oh, it's going to work out. I don't know. My heart is telling me to do it. And so I'm going to do it. And then everything that you wanted happens right on time. You had already celebrated it before it manifested in the physical. Yeah, listen. So anything outside of that is just an example of what once was a timeline, which appears to be fragmented. People are having to make a choice because now there's too many positive people in the world. Haven't you seen it? Like if you scroll down Instagram, people are like, everybody's happy. And you see some real authentic people, at least on my timeline. I don't know what y'all looking at. Drop that orange heart in the chat for the solar plex. Drop that orange heart in the chat for the solar plexus. Yeah. Remember to breathe. They say from the bottom of your solar plexus, but really you breathe from the bottom of your feet up. Five of Wands. Why? Five of Wands. Why? That's a rhetorical question. The universe has already given us the answer. Somebody has a choice to make. Three of Pentacles. What will you collaborate with? What won't you collaborate with, and why? The Sun. What makes you happy and why? Like, this is a time for everybody included, no matter what your timeline, to reevaluate your reasons why. Because the Ace of Cups is here. The universe is backing all endeavors. Whatever you put your mind on, the Hierophant, listen, the universe is saying, listen, we're here to answer as long as you come correct. Yeah, you just got to come correct. This is how your heart needs to be. This is what the universe is taking, no less. And this is why these people have a choice to make. This is why this decision is on the table. Because the universe, the energetic field, the field that they couldn't really see, that we've tapped into, is forcing people to make a decision because the universe is saying, hey, We're going towards light, love, all of that. We're eliminating racism, all that. No, okay, it's time. We're too intermingled. You know what I'm saying? At this point, to be like, yeah, just make that shit okay. Make it right. The sun. This is what the universe is saying. If you don't come in this energy, you get shut down. You get shut up. You get like naturally, nature's taking its course because the people on the planet are now 99.9% positive. So what does that mean about the anomaly, the abnormal anomalies, that rare 1%? They look stupid out here hating. People look at them like, oh, you are such a peculiar creature. Do you meditate? Like everybody you encounter now is like on that high frequency. I'm telling you, we outnumber these people. Literally, all this love that we're vibrating at is smothering them to death, forcing them to die to their old way of thinking and being and become somebody new. The universe is putting this choice out here. This is not a multiple choice. There's only one choice. With two options. There's one choice with two options. So says nature, so says the universe, because the frequency is so high on this planet, y'all. Do you realize that healers are the most sought out after people right now in the future? That is the transfer of power. They're coming to look for people like me and you, like, hey, I heard you cured yourself of all diseases. Yeah, kind of did. Yeah, sure did. None of the diseases in the world work? No. What they spraying in the sky, that shit don't work? No. That chemtrails was a bitch, wasn't it? He alchemized it. It's nothing. Their poisons don't even work, man. Tell me that I'm lying and I'm going to show you the truth. The sun, that is the truth. The Ace of Cups, listen. Drink from the cup of knowledge, Age of Aquarius. What's going on? The Two of Swords, a decision has to be made. There's one choice with two options. You do or you don't. You can or you can't. You will or you won't. Or the new world is already here. The new world is already here. Death. Hello. Scorpionic energy 2025 was a number 9. That was the way out. The number 9 has a tail at the end of it. And then the number 9 goes to 1 again. As much as we love the infinity symbol, the loop, the number 8 represents a loop. There's no out on the number 8. It just keeps going around and going around and going around. And we love the number 8, okay? We do. It's a good number. But the number 9 was the final death in order to start a new beginning. So if you didn't take that opportunity to like sit down with all those shadows in 2025 to current, the year 2025, as we know it by way of whatever this calendar is that was created, is almost over. And people are like, what do you mean? We're in 2026. Well, nature determines that. When it was snowing everywhere, I said, oh, I sure wish the sun would come out. So I started singing, the sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. And I went outside and the sun was shining so bright. I said, oh, that's so nice. I'm so glad. And people are like, we got 6 inches of snow. I'm like, oh, okay. I hope you get to see the sun. That's all I can hope for you. But my reality, I asked for the sun and the sun came out. That's what's up. I'm grateful. For real. That's a true story. Bet your bottom dollar that there's a choice that needs to be made. To live or to die, that is the question. Yeah. And if you resurrect, what are you resurrecting from? Are you resurrecting things that need to be dead? Or are you coming out somebody new? Spirit is saying, get grounded. This is Gaia energy. Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy is about being grounded. Stand on the ground, y'all. Stay on the ground, okay? This is where you at. See in the now, be in the now. The fool's energy. The fool's energy is always interesting because, again, from a distance, people that don't understand will see you as being foolish by way of how you're moving, but you know that the universe is listening to everything that you say. And you're having a completely different conversation. Maybe if people don't understand it, that's not your problem because you're focused on a solution and things always turn out the way you need them to, period. When I walked away from my job, people are like, "You're crazy." I was like, "Oh, that's crazy. Wow, what are you gonna do? You're gonna go to YouTube?" I was like, "Well, this is what I feel like God is telling me to do. It's a little scary, but it's a real big pull. Like I can't like get away from it. So I was like, I might as well just go ahead and give it a shot. And here I am. Yeah, look, the fool. They were like, "You crazy, you fool, you this, you that." I'm like, that's crazy that you think like that. That's really interesting. I'm so glad that I don't see that for myself. I'm so glad that all I can hear is what the creator wants me to hear. That's what's up, man. I respect everybody's point of view because that's what they need to see in order to believe something. And believing something is very dangerous, especially if you don't know why you think like that. Holy Spirit, what's going on? Peace be with you. Deborah Greenwood. Deborah Greenwood, I sent you an email, honey, like 2 years ago. You never emailed me. I sent you my number, darling. Okay? You need to check your email. I check messages like 42 weeks later, too. I am that person for real. What's up, CEO? CEO, is that a divine masculine? What's going on? Listen, the hermit, yeah, Virgo energy. So that going within is vital to your very existence while you're on this planet. Just remember, if things ever seem to get overwhelming, just imagine yourself floating through space. See it from a bird's eye view, supreme God view. You know, the Ace of Cups, the Hierophant sits in a high space. You can see all sides. This galaxy is endless, it's eternal. So just remember that Earth is just a big ass rock. It's floating. Gravity pulls us here and there. We're about 91 million miles away from the sun, allegedly, as we move throughout the galaxy. If things ever get overwhelming, just think like that. We're just on a freaking rock, man. Floating in the universe. You come all the way down to the 3D. It's like, this shit is funny. Listen, until you have laughed by way of your dark night of the soul, yeah, you might need to go back into the dark night of the soul. When you can laugh at your dark night of the soul, I'm telling you, that's when you know. When you can laugh at everything, I'm talking about the dark stuff, stuff that people don't even know, and you can see it from a higher perspective. Like you see yourself outside of yourself, get a visual of yourself in your own mind and see that shit through. And then you know that moving forward, it had everything to do with how your life was supposed to end up. It takes a lot of pressure off. Like, yeah, it takes a lot of pressure off, man. You know, I always joke around in saying that I feel bad for the person that's never gone what people like to consider crazy because you really don't know the darkness in your shadow. And then the only way to really shine in that darkness is to face it, go towards it. Like, oh, the dark. Yeah, that's your dark. Sit in that shit. How long I gotta be here? Well, time is an illusion. So listen, you're the God. However long you feel you need to be there, it's only gonna feel like it's a blink of an eye by way of eternity. Time don't stop. If to say there is a such thing as time. Yeah, sit in that shit. Until you can sit in the dark night of the soul and laugh hysterically. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta lose your mind in order to find your consciousness. I highly recommend it, man. I ain't gonna even lie. To start energy, I'm really glad to be here. I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so special about that day. Even your emotions gotta let go. So much space. And when you're out there, yeah, you are out of touch, going crazy. But it wasn't because you didn't know enough. Hey, listen, you just knew too much. That's the truth. For real. Look, 9 of Swords. You know what's crazy is when you're in the 9 of Swords, 8 of Swords, dark night of the soul, and then you meet other people in their shadow because you're projecting out all that darkness that you don't want to see. So everybody that you meet is in their dark night of the soul, and y'all attacking each other because you think that person's attacking you. No, man, that's just a reflection of your soul. Those are contracts. You got to overcome that shit, man. You got to shake yourself and wake yourself up like self. Hey, get your punk ass up. Until you can laugh at your dark night of the soul and you see the devil coming and you laugh because you know it's just an illusion. And then you see the devil flee because you're laughing. The devil's like, yeah, I can't find anything on this person to really attach to them, man. I want to put this entity attachment on them, but it seems as though they've died to their ego too many times. And then the devil has to go back and do the work. The devil has to go in time out and go within and realize that nobody's exempt from the 9 of Swords. Yeah, until you can laugh at that shit, you ain't made it yet. I mean, all your pain, all of it. I'm talking the darkest stuff. Like they did this, 10 of Swords. That beep, 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 beep. Yeah, you still waiting on people to get their karma. You ain't made it yet. If you still waiting on people to get their karma, say it with me, find a mirror. You haven't made it yet. If you're still waiting for people to get their karma. If you still waiting on people to get their karma, you better pull back them layers. What lies beneath the surface in the 9 of Swords? Oh, you're still dealing with something. You're like, I'm fine. I'm good. No. There's something there. There's something that you need to put your finger on. That hermit energy is a real spill. You ever seen somebody in the presence of themselves lie to themselves? I have. It was me. Child, I was lying to myself in the 9 of Swords, like, it's her fault, it's his fault, it's their fault. Yeah. It's their fault too. But you can only take accountability for yourself. Yeah, I lied to myself in the 9 of Swords. And the moment I told myself the truth, the Ace of Cups was right there. I'm like, that's what's up, man. Let's just keep it real. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a Billy. Let's keep it a thou wow. Let's bring the Ace of Swords no matter where we go. Yeah, that's authentic. Afraid of what? 9 of Swords. Yeah, listen. If you haven't learned to laugh about that and you've not gone crazy yet, then you're somebody that could have just come from a whole nother planet. And I respect that consciousness too. But the 9 of Swords by way of the human experience is so carnal. It's so fake. That shit ain't even real. Yeah, we floating on the damn rock, man. I look at the 9 of Swords like, what? When people come to me and they're like, hey, you wouldn't believe this, this, and this, and this, and this. I'm like, yeah, try me. The star energy, y'all, the star seed energy is somebody that has to have a stable, interconnected, communicative energy with nature, so stable that you can go before a group of people or wherever you're supposed to go, and your frequency can transmute any energies around you. Just imagine being in a crowd of maybe 10,000 people and everybody's looking at you to the Hierophant, because this is where we're going by way of healing centers and meditation centers and things like that. So you have to be able to walk in a room, feel everybody's energy simultaneously, but also alchemize it and hold a space of love and light so impenetrable that it calms the energy in the room, because you're going amongst people who will become leaders of themselves, sovereign beings. But it also provides the opportunity as the teacher, you, the Hierophant, to go amongst people, children, places, things, wherever your higher self is guiding you to go, and also be the student, forever the student. It's eternal. It's fun. It's so much fun. Two of Pentacles, balance. The scales are balanced. The new moon energy. The moon is really ascending too. I feel like the frequency from the moon is different than what it's been up to said point. Right now, yeah, that moon energy. The Knight of Cups in a reverse. It's turning over cups that aren't genuine. Knight of Cups energy, Cancerian energy, the new moon energy. Yes, turning over cups that, again, there's a choice that needs to be made. You have people that can read your soul from 3 planets away. There's changes that need to be made. Like, you can't come in with some shit that's off your rocker. If you don't take your ass home and sit down in that spiritual closet and get naked in the presence of yourself, you ever seen somebody lying to themselves? That shit is hard to watch, I know. Like, respectfully, but disrespectfully, don't disrespect yourself like that. There's nobody in that thing. You got to be honest. Whew. It gets ugly, don't it? Because you'll fight yourself. The old you keeps trying to come back alive and shit. You got to keep killing that person and making that old self die off. Then the new person is a little murky, and you know there has to be something bigger, but the person in between in the right now moment can only be in the now. That's it. Everything else is an illusion. Too far in the past? Listen, don't do that too much. You got to be a master to go back in the past. It's fun going back into the shadows because the story changes every time you come back, if that's what you want to do. For people that are Akashic record connoisseurs, you know how to consume the Akashic records. It's fun. Oh, the creative, telepathic, spiritual, creator of all things, intellect in the shadows by way of Akashic records is infinite. There's so many different outcomes, so many different ways by way of projecting reality into your shadows. If you don't like that, just change it. Go back to when you were 5 and support yourself energetically, like really get into it. That shadow work, they say people travel from the future to the past. Okay, listen, it's all there. Whatever you need to do for your 5-year-old self to be safe, so you can come to a current point and be 35 years old, whatever that means, by way of age and numbers, do that. Something happened when I was 10. Okay, what? Okay. Get quiet, close your eyes, travel. It's your mind. If you're not telling it what to do, it will take everything literal. If you're not telling it what to do, then who's telling it what to do? You got to watch your thoughts. Yeah, the 3 of Wands. See that thing through. Somebody needs to pick their afro, man, because it's flat on one side. The Lovers. Do it with love in that 9 of Swords. That's Gemini energy. That's communication. Conscious communication. Communicating on purpose. Yeah, that's where we're at. There's choices that need to be made. You want to come with the people that are communicating on purpose, intentionally, with infinite flow. Surely goodness and mercy is following us all the days of our lives, overflow from the divine. You want to do that, or what do you want to do? These people have choices to be made. Now, the next moon cycle is going to come around. They got choices to be made. Look, because the door is closing. The world. There's a new cycle here. There's a whole new cycle. eternal flow, infinite flow. And even after that, that is your forever and ever, forever, ever. Yeah, forever, ever. How many evers does it take to get to eternal? Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get there, but it's infinite. So these people got to make a decision. The high priestess, the Most High God says, I've sent my messengers. Do you hear what they're saying? Hearken to my voice in the wilderness and just like leave your nasty ass ways behind. You can read a book, you can read the Bible, you can read the Quran, whatever book you want to read, the book of Enoch, 1, 2, and 3, the missing books of the Bible, there's over 100, whatever you want to do, but just remember, you are the living, breathing word. Yeah, you ever picked up a book and felt like you read it? Probably because you wrote it energetically. You know what I'm saying? There's some type of an energetic, kindred spirit energy to it. You get halfway through the book and you're like, I felt this already. I knew this. Yeah. All these synchronicities and all these signs and all these books and deja vus and things like that and kindred spirit energy, we set it up that way as kind reminders to get us through this journey. Thank your higher self that sits in a high place that already knows how things are going to turn out. Your higher self is already in eternity. Yeah, quite literally, with Creator, source of all things, one with it, on the eternal journey already. Getting out of the loop. The loop is doing the same thing over and over and over. No, we've done that enough times. We are something new up under the sun. The spiritual laws have been amended to protect the innocent so that everybody can pursue happiness and love and be happy. Listen, there's been enough lessons up to said point and enough examples, enough people that have come, touch not the anointed, do the prophets no harm. There's been too many people that have come to warn people. There's a choice that needs to be made. These people need to either move in love, or when that next retrograde come, I don't know. To a source, there's a choice that needs to be made because the door is closing. Look, the universe is saying equal give and take. Look at that. Look at the way you got humanity giving to one another. It's a spiritual, energetic bartering system. Love for love, peace for peace. I come in peace, peace be with you. You're like, me too. That's beautiful. What? They got a choice to make. They better make that choice, whatever they're doing. I don't know. Maybe somebody needs to wait until they find it in the Bible. But when do you actually start to apply those words to your life? Like doing the work of Christ, getting in the trenches. If you see a homeless person, give them something. I don't know, water. I always try to give water. It's like 89 cents for spring water. That's Christ consciousness work. When Yeshua came, he went amongst the wine bibbers, the whores, the prostitutes. He said the Creator loves the people that have lost their way more than the people who have knowledge, because it's them that he wants to share his knowledge with. They're the meek. They're the broken. They're the ones that fell for some type of an illusion. So when you see a homeless person, just know they have a story. And if you can't give them anything, you can offer a thought, a positive thought, a prayer, project it onto them. Throw your hand and throw them peace. Walk away and know that peace is behind you and that you're asking for the Creator to intervene on their behalf. Don't look back because you trust source. You just threw some peace at somebody, hoping that they get shelter or something, or that you have something to give. If you don't, that's fine. Energy is free. Energy is the real currency. That's why the banking system is failing. Energy is the real currency. What can you afford to pay attention to? And what's intuitively guiding you by way of the high priestess of how you're going to take care of this planet? The phones that you have in your hand allow you to talk to people all over the world. This is it. This is really it, y'all. Everybody on this planet deserves to pursue happiness and have it. Yeah, the spells have been broken. That's why you see so many people like, going through that dark night of the soul. So just extend patience to them. Because you know what it feels like to feel like, you start seeing shadows and shit. And okay, you know what I mean? We won't go that deep into it. Yeah. The psychotropic medications can't suppress psychic abilities anymore. Western medicine has been done. Even the Western medicine doctors are now implementing metaphysics. I met a spiritual psychiatrist who left Western medicine behind and decided to get in the trenches, calling out to the soul tribe. That's where we're at. There's choices that need to be made. So play around on that next moon cycle if you want to, but collective is not even answering the phone, honey. Look, 4 wands in a reverse. This is like groups, organizations, people that's bound to stuff, been through stuff. 2, 3, 4 on the count by way of how many people are watching. I can't make it up. The 4 wands in the reverse is organizations, groups. They didn't even calculate this scientifically. They stay in the laboratory studying everybody's blood. They don't even know what this is. They're like, damn, the immunizations didn't kill them. Okay, damn, the chemtrails. Okay, shit, the food. Oh, wow. These people are electric beings. They're eating off the sun. The sun is feeding them. They feel full. You ever been in the sun and sun gaze? It'll fill you up like you just ate something. You did. You just took in real light. So when the sun goes down and it's nighttime and you go to bed, you just harvested off of light, off of the biggest fireball, one of them in the solar system. Take in that sun. Charge yourself up. And anybody else in this, their groups are already going to freaking sunder, man. Listen, these people are spiritual cannibalists. They're eating their own, honey. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Yeah, they've already it's a decision that needs to be made here. And nobody can make it for you. Nobody can make it for you. Because the rest of the world is literally getting in alignment. Have y'all seen the children nowadays, like online? These are ascended masters. They're so happy. They're so fearless. They're having fun. They're choosing their parents. That's why good doulas are important. We need more male doulas too. Yeah, we need masculine doulas, feminine doulas. A woman pregnant, honestly, should have a man and a woman doula, whether she's married or not. She needs a dream team. Honey, you are giving birth to a god in the age of Aquarius in real time. A future leader that's coming in already third eye wide open. Why? Because mom has been meditating during the pregnancy. She's been watching her eye gates. Everybody don't touch her womb. She's got a dream team. Yeah, when you giving birth to a baby, that's like you got a whole human being in your body. Knock it off. Show some respect to the divine feminine energy. Show some respect, man. I mean, her pelvis has to detach temporarily to push a body through. Show some respect to the divine feminine. Show some respect to the women that had to go through C-sections. Like, okay, to a whole human being that's going to walk the earth. So pregnancy, when you're pregnant, your diet, not just what you're eating, but what you're thinking, because if you're thinking right, you're going to eat right. High frequencies, yeah, let the babies listen to Spiritual Court TV, man. Let me crown the babies in the womb, man. I'm trying to tell you. That baby is processing. The moment the sperm hits the ovum, you got life force. Boom, science. Once that swimmer makes it up to the ovum, you got life. You giving birth to a God. High vibrational divine masculine and a high vibrational divine feminine, both of them grounded. What? Are you serious? Do you understand? You're giving birth to Ra, honey. The evolved version. Because remember, we got out of the loop. So these babies coming in, they're nothing like what we've ever seen. They're very intelligent, very smart. Eight of Wands, telecommunication. You got a lot of spirit babies that want to come into this world, and they're choosing their parents, y'all. So whoever you are, be what it is that you want, and you will have that. You will co-create with another person in this high frequency. The high priestess to the Hierophant, that's a divine marriage. And that's balance. That's how you bring the universe into balance. Yeah. Rewiring your mental faculties to connect to something higher, pure. Co-create something good. Be very intentional. Because whatever you're supposed to do, it's already been done. And then the thing is, it's eternal. So you never really run out of like creativity. You know, it's forever. And if you're supposed to do something else, you'll just, you know, the universe will set it up to where you can do something else. And I mean, like, enjoy it. Have fun with this. Decisions have to be made. Somebody's got to make a choice. Yeah, look, do the work. This was Spirit is saying. Two of Wands, because we're gone. Two of Wands is like adios, chunking up the deuces. Eight of Pentacles, get to work. Virgo energy to get to this Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is really heaven on earth, literally. Happiness, Queen of Cups, love, and there's judgment here. A decision has to be made. To keep these dark altars together, bad prayers, whatever people doing, a decision has to be made. I feel like a decision has already been made. People can either accept it or they don't have to, but if they don't, they'll just stay in this energy. These are the people that you're going to be seeing like locked away. Or people look at them like, oh God, because there's so much love right now in this world. The vibration is powerful. It's so strong. It's so beautiful. It's so radiant. It's so high priestess. It's so hierophant. It's so long overdue, but in a short amount of time, because time is an illusion. We created this moment already, and we did it real fast. And we're already co-creating what we see now in the future, which is happening right now. Yeah, that's it. That's infinite flow. And even right now, you got somebody fighting themselves. Look, 10 of Swords. My left ear is ringing. You got people fighting themselves in the 9 of Swords because they don't even know if they want to believe the truth. 4 Wands in the reverse. These are covens breaking up, y'all. They know what they did. Yeah, that's hard. They got to make a decision. Or maybe not. But collectively, this is a whole new cycle. Their energy absolutely has nothing to do with anything. Nothing affects anything if they don't want to get with this high vibration. This Ace of Cups has already been decided. It has names attached to it. It has destinies attached to it. This is like the cup of life, the book of life, the tree of life. Everybody that's on board is in this cup, moving forward, co-creating. Because the loop is too tasking. It's too dangerous. Who wants to keep going in the loop? That's a form of insanity. So go within and give yourself some sanity. and just surrender to the truth as you see it. Hopefully it's good, because the world needs that. These children that are coming in, they're the ones that are really going to be like making it clear, because their presence is so powerful. Anything less than that high vibration, it's just not going to be, it's not going to be a part of the reality. Connected to everything, but connected to nobody at the same time, right? It's like that. Like, seriously, the world is changing. And the people that are really feeling it are simply going with the flow, breathing into it. It's the breath of life. There should be no more homeless people on this planet. There should be no more people on drugs. There are metaphysical centers right now that the Church of Scientology have been working on for over 30 years now. I know because I was a part of it. They've been doing Dianetics on people who've been addicted to heroin, meth, all these crazy drugs. And there's metaphysical centers and healing places that help people eliminate addiction, because it's all in the mind. Again, I was a part of this. It's been over 30 years now. People who don't have a craving for heroin or meth are going through metaphysical healings with real shamans at healing centers. You're going to start to see meditation centers pop up in the next 5 years, probably sooner than that. Healing centers, alchemy, showing children how to use their own energy. We're not standing on this mess right here, whatever people got going on, man. How you gonna put a god in a jar? How you gonna put a goddess in the freezer? If you don't sit your dumb ass down before we make ice fall from the sky, man, that damn jar out that freezer, you got a decision to make. You got a decision to make. I heard somebody say, well, some of these people are in the freezer for a reason. Well, listen, whatever the case, it's all alchemy. I'm talking about the people that just keep, like, that's what they do. They just want to dominate other people. And no, 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 no. No. You know, like, that shit is not where we going, man. No. By good, listen, it's all serious energy here. You make the world feel lighter, collective. You walk in a room and you can hold a high frequency in that room, which creates a space of love and light, so much so that it becomes contagious. And anything outside of that really is nothing outside of that. It doesn't exist. Hold that thought, y'all. I'll be right back. I'll turn it on right now if you want to go and check it. Okay, yeah, check it now. This one is more than charged up. Okay, y'all, I'm back. What did I miss? Did I miss anything? Talk to me. I'll talk back. What's going on? Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Clear this energy, y'all, spirit. The way that I feel. Okay, I had to take a little break, y'all. Okay, we're back. The energy has been cleared. Let's see what's going on. Holy Spirit, Creator, beautiful Creator of all things, pure love and light. Please close any doors, protect me, and put a shield around me. Transmute any dark, dense energy that wants to come near my light for the greater good of humanity. So holy be, and it is. Ashe, inshallah, God is willing when you are. What's going on, y'all? Let's see. What's the energy? What is it that we need to see? Who needs a message? Oh, the Six of Cups. Okay, so write your old self letter, whatever you got to do. Somebody might need to write a letter. Somebody might need to meditate in the shadows. Childhood. Okay. Knight of Pentacles. Maybe something happened by age 6 or 10. Something about a hidden wound there, okay? Go back into your shadow. Remember when you were 10. Sit with that memory, relive it until you realize that it can't do anything to hurt you. And change that moment. That's what Spirit just said. I'm just giving y'all immediate downloads. Yeah. Show yourself the love that you need to show yourself. That's for some, okay? Somebody could have been a child of a divorced family. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, the Nine of Cups. Wish fulfillment. Let's see what's going on. The Devil. Somebody could have had an alcoholic parent. Something about alcohol addiction. Somebody needs to be mindful of that. That is a curse. That is a spirit that needs to be casted out. Okay. Nine of Cups and the Devil. Yeah. Seven of Cups in the reverse. Yeah. Coming up out of some type of an illusion. That's beautiful to walk into the land of milk and honey. Somebody's overcome a lot. I don't know who you are. You could have had either you had an alcohol problem or somebody else did. Because the Devil and the Seven of Cups is addiction. But the Seven of Cups is in the reverse. You know, you start out, you find your thing in the middle of your trauma, and it's alcohol, and it helps you detach and creates an illusion. And then that's, yeah, sometimes you go overboard with this, but when you overcome this, you walk right into the land of milk and honey. That's for somebody. The Ten of Pentacles, breaking illusions, breaking a generational curse. That's what I just heard. Yeah. You got the Queen of Wands and the Three of Wands. Somebody could be an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius. Confident. Wow, that's beautiful energy. Yeah, look, the Hangman and the Moon. Dealing with your emotions, seeing what you had to go through as a child from a different perspective. It was all meant to happen that way. The Moon is your emotions, not hiding it though. You like when that dark night of soul, yeah. I don't recommend anybody hide from themselves. That shit hurts. Yeah, don't do that. Like, it's just you. You know what I mean? There's nobody there. You don't got to be embarrassed. It's just you. You can be transparent with yourself. The Moon and the Hangman, Spirit is saying something about seeing why you had to go through all that emotional turmoil. It all adds up. It all turns out okay. I've seen some of the darkest days turn out okay. It's character building. It really is. And then you just consciously stop creating certain things now that you know better. Because waking up to the truth can be a lot to handle if you don't realize what it is that you're doing. The Four of Cups, yeah. Molding and shaping your own reality. The Ten of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Three of Wands, yeah. Awakening your inner self. It's a remembering energy. The Moon, yeah. You can no longer hide these emotions. The Hangman, seeing yourself the way you need to, not the way you want to, yeah. Two completely different views, perspectives. Yeah, and then you get to this. Spirit is so funny. The Ace of Pentacles, the helping hand of the Most High God. Yeah, these are silent prayers, silent tears. The Eight of Pentacles, look, remember what you came to do. Eight of Pentacles, everything you went through, all of it. Yes, all of it, all of it, all of it, all of it. It was supposed to put you here. It's all good. I know they did some crazy shit, didn't they? It's all good. I know. Remember that one time? That's right. It's all good. Two of Swords, you got to make a decision. There's a lot of people being called to make a decision to ascend or get left behind. And being left behind is not looking too good. I feel like there's two choices here, but only one right decision. Being left behind, listen, is not looking too good, man. Listen, I'm telling you. Gotta watch that. Yeah, you gotta watch that. Look, I cannot make it up. Listen to me when I tell you. I consider myself to be a messenger from the creator of all things. And I mean that when I say that. And I am mandated to come and bring you the truth, whether you receive it or not. You got to go with yourself and see what resonates. If something is moving around in you, then there's something that is resonating with this message. Judgment and the Ten of Swords. I can't make this up. Yeah, whatever this is. No. I'm trying to tell you. A decision needs to be made. So this is the message. A decision needs to be made because the Ace of Pentacles is here for the taking. It's already been decided, though. This is what people need to realize. A decision needs to be made, but this decision has already been decided, excuse me. Don't deny it. Maybe that's what I wanted to say. I don't know. But there's only really one right choice, and it's already been made. Ooh, that's a cold situation. Judgment and the Ten of Swords. Something fell right on top of the ten. Look at the universe saying, walk away. I'm telling you what I mean. Look at the Ten of Swords. This could have been people doing all kinds of stuff. Who knows? Only they know. Listen, the universe is telling them, nature is telling them, hey, yeah, walk away from that. Let that go. Leave that alone. Don't do that again. No, just no. Look at the Eight of Cups. Walk away from all this weird ass way of being and thinking that the universe can't do for you what it's doing for somebody else. Like, stop putting yourself in that box like that. Again, when you start to feel like you're this person that nobody knows and you don't know what your purpose is, you are floating on a big ass rock, man. This shit is real. We're just here. Look, chill out. And you're not gonna make it out of life alive. Take some heat off yourself, because this shit is ridiculous. Who's sitting up thinking about this? Oh yeah, the next moon cycle. Okay, listen, we already told you a decision needs to be made, and it's already been made. And it may appear to have two options for you here, but that too is an illusion. There's only one right choice. You got until the next new moon. Look, you see the new moon? You got until the next new moon. The universe is like, you better leave that bullshit alone. You better go on and walk away. We going on a field trip. Ten of Pentacles. They like, I want to go. You like, oh, okay. All these shadows and shit shooting across the room. You like, hold up. You might need to walk away from that shit. You might need to catch the next bus. You might need to stay right here. We gotta go though. You might need to work that out. Because you got a lot going on. That's too much. Love you, bye. Just like that. I'm telling you, if they don't walk away from this shit by the next new moon, look at the new moon. You see it? Now remember, I told you, roll back the tape. If they don't walk away from this shit by the next new moon, you're not going on the field trip in none of the rocket ships. You think you're seeing aliens now. You don't even know what's going on. They like, I want to go. We like, you got all this shit. Like, go on and just get yourself about that, and that's it. We got to go though, okay? Three of Wands. Look at us. We ain't even looking their way. We're not even looking that way. We like, well, told you to get your shit together, man. We over here singing Kumbaya, my Lord, and like, come on now. These are new explorations. They're so exciting moving forward. We've never seen these before, but we've seen them. You know what I'm saying? Because you see it. It's exciting. It's new cycles. Just imagine, just all the time in that high frequency. Oh, wow. People look at you like, oh my God, you're 60 years old. You look like you're 23. You're like, oh, it's kind of like I kind of set my frequency. You know, like these are the type of conversations that we're having. They're very lucrative because every high vibrational conversation that we have rises the energies. It raises the energies, the frequencies on the planet, man. You're like, oh, we need some water. So you pray for rain and the next day it rains. That's the 10 of Pentacles. Like it's a beautiful conversation with the universe. That's the Ace of Pentacles. Collective, you should be really proud of yourself because this right here took work. That took work. The universe is like, you better walk away from that shit. Okay. People teetering and tottering and shit. Somebody still got that doll. They don't want to let go. Girl, you crazy. Somebody still burning that candle. You sure? Because this shit don't look like it's going too good for you. You all right? Or are you okay? Annie, are you okay? Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Annie, are you okay? Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? You've been hit by a smooth criminal. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun, a chick-a-dum-dum, a buck-a-bum-bum-bum. Carmen, are you okay? Carmen, are you okay? The Carmen says, like, you know we ain't okay. Look at him. Look at this here. Look at him. Look at him. Do he look like he okay? Does she look like she okay? Listen, no. Why are you going that way? They like, we don't know. Okay, well, sit your ass on the fence. Decide when you need to decide. But we're already gone, honey. I want to go. 7 of Cups in the reverse. Your cups are empty. You need to figure out what is going on with your cups. What are you here to do? Try to clear your energy. But you got to deal with yourself. You got to deal with yourself, honey. Turn that ass right on back around. They're like, where are you taking us? Back to yourself. They're like, where y'all going? Don't even worry about that. Where you taking us? Back to yourself. I'm about to return you right to yourself. Straight up. There you go. Talk to him, her for a minute till you figure out that you can't come with that buffoonery. And if you decide not to, then well, you will create a reality that only you will resonate with. And that too is a form of like balance. I don't know, like what else? We support you in it. We just don't want to touch it. We don't want to be around it because you can't get on the bus. You can't get on the bus. Like, get your ass up out of here. Holy Spirits. Drop some green hearts in the chat, man. I like the green hearts. Y'all like the green hearts? Let's see. I'm channeling. I'm in a whole nother dimension. That's what's up. Feels good. Very grateful. Big gratitude. Ashe, Asheo. Yeah, so mote it be. It already is. So just give thanks. Ring your bell. Dance a little bit. Take a deep breath and get this spiritual work. Hey, I did a remix on the song. I love the green hearts. I love them. I love them. Love them. I love them. We got green hearts and green aliens. Isn't that nice? Look at how we're matching, man. You projected out green, and these are the cards that I went for. I like it. Three of Pentacles, Earth energy, Capricorn energy. This is about your desires, okay? Your earthly desires. You know, it's like just whatever you need, okay? What do you need in order to be okay while you're here? That's what Spirit says. Don't forget your physical body. It is holding your Holy Spirit. Yeah, the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. You got to walk away from things that need to be put to rest in order to go towards something new. That is the Fool's energy, taking a leap of faith, trusting the process and knowing that everything is being provided for you. 8 of Pentacles reverse is like admitting what doesn't work anymore. With the Three of Pentacles in the upright, it's like new collaborations. You know, you're perfecting something or you're doing something. You're just like, you know, I feel like I need a new way of doing something, or maybe there's something new I need to do. And you could very well be feeling that by way of the truth. Yeah, that's your higher self letting you know it's time to go. Feet start itching, feet start burning. Yeah, that's a sign. Just go in the direction that you're supposed to go. I don't know what it is, but it's going to be there for you, whatever it is. Three of Pentacles. I'm telling you, everything is going to be okay. The Two of Wands. The universe is like, just go. The Two of Wands. Just go. Hold up. This is my song, y'all. Wait a minute. Commercial break, doggone. This is my song. Y'all can't hear the song. Got these on, and baby, this is my jam. You hear me? Listen. Y'all know what song I'm listening to? Mama used to say, take your time, young man. Mama used to say, don't you rush to get old. Mama used to say, live your life. Free your mind. Free your mind, child. Get them handcuffs off your mind. Just like that. For real. And go on and get your doggone 10 of Pentacles. How you gonna leave it? Don't leave your 10 of Pentacles on the table. You won't leave your 10 of Pentacles on the table. Trust me. 9 of Pentacles, single and self-sufficient, is a slow-moving energy. It's slow and steady wins the race. You have more than enough time. 10 of Pentacles. Divine Mother energy. Divine Mother used to say, take time, young man. Don't you rush to get old. Live your life. Yeah, Junior, that's right. Look, Temperance energy. Look at that Earth Angel energy. Look at that masculine, feminine energy. Look at that supernatural energy. Don't you rush to get old. Just take that step. Like, go do it. What they gonna say? What are they gonna say? What are they gonna do? And who the hell are they? Like, just go. That's your 10 of Pentacles. There's more than enough for everybody. So much so that we don't even ever have to worry about this. Yeah, you really don't. It's already there. Everything's going to be in place. Just be intentional. Waking up to the truth and knowing that you are creating your own reality is not for the weak. You get real intentional. Man, you listen to everything being said in the environment. Yeah, you don't have to overthink it. Just hold your frequency high. That is your gift to humanity. That is your gift to humanity. You are the tower, though. You know how you're coming out like death angels, death earth angels. Like everywhere you go, you invoke a death, meaning when you leave, people have to wake up, they gotta die. Yeah, like the resurrection energy, like you're death angels. When you come into people's lives at this point, there's so much truth and clarity around you that they're either going to change or they're not. But you are the tower. All masks are off. No illusions here, sir, ma'am. Take your time, young fam. The universe is sane. Don't you rush to get old. Live your life and free your mind. The star energy, the star gate. You are the stars, honey. There's an ample amount of room for everybody to shine. Yeah, you know, it's like it's just easy peasy, family. Everybody's their own star. Everybody's their own multiverse. Like we're just subjected to other people's multiverse, but now that everybody's in a high frequency, it's going to be good. Look at that third eye, man. The third eye looks like it knows the way, man. I kind of look like this sometimes, you know, a big-headed alien, or is it a big-headed astronaut? Listen, you got the hangman. Perception. Yeah, perception is key. The basics are in place. You know, we all want a better world. We see that, we say it, mode be, now move in it, show gratitude, and it is, period. That's what it is. You know, we all have different realities by way of what peace, love, and light looks like, but it's so high frequency that it kind of works together nice. So it's okay. I love all that different, like it's like watching God through people be so creative infinitely, but nothing is exactly the same. But the frequency absolutely is high, right? There's so many authentic people. No one person is the same. How creative is the creator that nothing really duplicates itself? Even when you feel like you're having a deja vu, something's changed in that moment. The moment you realize that you're having a deja vu. Remember in the movie The Matrix? When Trinity and Neo are passing that mirror, and he's like, oh, a black cat. And they go, oh, mirror, you saw a black cat? Well, describe it. What exactly was it? Do you feel like it was real? Was it a glitch? What was it? They instantly realized that it was a false projection, something being illuminated through the mirroring energy, which wasn't mirroring what was their reality. They're like, wait, there's a cat in the mirror, but there's not a cat on this side. But you saw yourself in the mirror with the cat passing by. Yeah, listen. You got a lot of people right now that's terrified. I'm gonna be honest with you, y'all. Some of these people been raised in some certain type of belief system. The lie is so deep, y'all. Death in reverse, they're afraid to shift into this reality. They don't even believe that love to this capacity exists. The Nine of Wands and Death in the Reverse is a group of people that are struggling to change their life. But the rest of the world, I promise you, is on this frequency. Love. Seriously. Yeah. Love. Nine of Wands in the upright and Death in the reverse. Yeah, look, refusing to let it go. I'm telling you. Now listen, roll back the tape. TikTok, you got into the next moon cycle to decide, do you want to be the devil or do you want to go on the field trip? And if you want to go on the field trip, you're the only one that can walk away from that. But some of this stuff is so embedded in some people, y'all. Whoo. Eight of Cups in the reverse with Death in the reverse is like refusing to change. Whoa. That is a stubborn soul. To no avail, though. Like nothing is really like, you know what I'm saying? Like what are you committed to again? Somebody's like, love. I don't know. I don't know if I want to change. Are you serious? That's crazy. I highly dislike that for whoever these people are. Like, man, Death in the reverse and the Eight of Cups in the reverse, like refusing to change. Are you serious? You still invested? Damn, that's deep. Seven of Pentacles. Some people gonna do the same thing again. I don't know. Look, and get exposed. Ten of Swords in the reverse. I cannot make it up. Page of Cups in the reverse. It's people coming off like disobedient cattle, children. The blind leading the blind, so deeply embedded in it. That's crazy. The tower has already happened for whatever they're planning. This is the longest falling tower. Like when your ass get an eternal tower, bitch, you're in danger. Run, bitch. You better get up out of here talking about where y'all going. Not with you. Not with you. I want to go. No, the hell you don't. No, 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 no. You better be careful. You're going to get struck by lightning. Trying to approach the mothership, you will get struck right where you stand. I'm telling you, all that weird shit, you got an eternal tower, bitch. I cannot make it up. You better stop that. Judgment, man. That judgment is a beast, honey. Because the wheel is still in the upright, man. Look at the third eye. The third eye even got bigger. Star energy, what? Intergalactic, like what? We are a big ass rock, man. What the hell are y'all doing? Shit. That's crazy. That's crazy. And I'll be sitting back around the next new moon, just minding my business, like, I did my part. The universe is like, did you say what you was told to say? Went in front of the world. I'm like, heck yeah, I did my part. I told them, touch not the anointed. They still was like, Ten of Swords, death and the rebirth. We don't want to change. Hey, here it comes. We refuse to let it go. Okay, well, listen. You cannot say that we did not tell you. We did not try to help you unlearn that by way of an example. Yeah, look, this frequency is so high, you're going to hurt yourself. Put that shit down. Some of these people need to see themselves from a distance. They will see how ridiculous they look doing this. Lower self, you just down there working with some bullshit. Man, are you crazy? Talking about you want to get on the wheel of fortune. The star energy and the 10 of pentacles. I want to go. No, the hell you don't. You wouldn't even know what to do when you got there. You would be totally out of it. You didn't even do your homework, man. You didn't even do your homework. The universe rejected your permission slip because you in the number 8. Remember, we went to the number 9. You stayed in the loop. The number 8 is a loop, is it not? If you take the number 8 and turn it to the side, it's a loopy. You stay right there. I want to go. No. You're in the number 8. Guess what? And we're in the number 1, honey. We already died. We're in a new beginning, new cycle. You're still in 8. We're at number 1. 2026. This is an eternal tower, man. It's always gonna backfire. Because even as we're having this conversation, there's people on the planet in a high frequency, just like me, having a very similar conversation, talking to people, and they're resonating with that high frequency. That's how powerful we are on this planet. They're gonna mess around and have us give the whole planet a blackout. Don't have us put all the lights out in the nighttime on the entire planet. We will take the light away. Don't play around. Hold on, y'all. Let's see. What happened to my thing here? Let's see. That is the message, y'all. That's just what it is. So